So there's actually a manual buttonhole foot, which is a little bit different than your automatic one. But this has an option that I'm going to show you how you can use for gathering. So there is what is called a gathering or bridging stitch. It's actually row 1, stitch number 19. And no, this is not a technique on your sewing advisor. This is kind of something that if you know about, it's kind of fun to use. Okay, so we're going to slide this on. But before I put it on, I'm going to point out there is a little kind of piece sticking out the back side. And I'm going to end up hooking some cord around this. And the 2 strands of cord are going to lay right where satin stitches normally occur on a buttonhole. So here's what we're going to do. Yes, this is totally different than what you're probably thinking, but I'm going to take some cord. Need it to be twice as long. This would be how you could gather up some really thick fabric. I'm going to just gather down the middle of this little strip, so nothing too fancy, but it'll give you the idea of what we're talking about. So as you see what this stitch looks like on the screen, you're going to notice that it's going to jump from to the left side and then to the right side and back into the middle. So after I get this kind of set on top here, I'm going to lower down the presser foot and just let it start to do a little stitching here. I've kind of divided the cord in half so we can go out one side and kind of hook that, there we go, and then jump out to the other side. There we go. The cord's kind of getting guided right down the middle. So the key is that you don't actually stitch into the cord because we want to be able to kind of pull on it. So since it's a little kinky, I'm just kind of separating it out, but it's kind of being guided out down the foot all by itself. Okay, now I'm not really watching where I'm stitching, but this is what we're looking at. So as this comes together here, you see the stitch and how that's actually going along here, but if we take and pull along the edges or at the ends, watch what happens. So this sure beats running like a basting stitch on a really thick fabric and then worrying about it breaking, because this cord is secured by the hook that, or the U-turn it took at the beginning. That is all going to be nice and secure, and you can place that over any fabric and of course gather it up and then insert it into a seam. But you can see by the way the stitch actually is, see how nice that goes over the 2 cords.